This is an F-150 update video. Yeah, if y'all seen me pop in like a week ago with the fireworks with my youngest, I told you about to be an update video on the F-150. Well, I'll give you a little rundown of what happened and what I'm doing to fix it. It's been a while back because the machine shop took quite a while to get it done, but man, they were way backed up on engines because they're like one of the few in town, so pretty much everybody used them. So it was a good little wait, but it's worth the wait. But here's a rundown of what happened and what I'm doing to fix it, and hope it's better. And if you can hear a bunch of noise in the background, it's my puppy, I think, trying to break the door down. I don't know, but because he's outside, I use the restroom. But let's go over this F-150. This is the new engine. I mean, it looks the same because it's got the pretty pink valve covers. And it's LS, they all look the same. But I'll show you what happened. It's been a few months back, Friday night call-outs. I was out to run the truck. And I've always complained about turbo lag and how long it takes to spool. And so my solution was, this garage is an absolute disaster, ignore it. Leaves got blown in, but that's 2.5 gallon fuel cell. I had pure E85 in that because, from day one I have run an intercooler on the truck, and IATs were getting up. They were getting pretty hot, so I was like, well, I'll try just, shooting some E85, see if that helps. Well, it helped very, very small amount. So I was still dealing with high IAT, intake air temps. Still dealing with lag like crazy. So I was like, what's it gonna hurt? A little throttle on a bottle never hurt nobody. So I put a baby shot, it's not even a 50, it's like a 35 shot. Well, it helped. It spooled up quicker. IETs came down just a little bit more, but still was kind of high. And the truck still had a little bit of lag, nowhere near as bad. Well, what had happened was, there was some guy out there in a 78 Camaro, 5.3, single turbo, and it was running pretty good. Well, he jumps on me. All right, fool, let's go. So I jump in the truck, he jumps in his car, we get out there. Well, the race was close. It was super close. He got me by about 2 cars. There's just a small gap between us. But I also kind of think he jumped the light. I really wish I'd have had a video of it. So I went back, man, that was a good race. I kind of think he jumped the light on me a little bit. Not mad. You got me. Let's do it again. So he's like, all right. So I'm like, all right, hey, look, I'm going to go over there to the pit, let the truck cool down a little bit. It's pretty hot. I ain't got an intercooler. He's like, cool, come get me when you're ready. All right. So I went over there. Put a little bit bigger pill in it because I wasn't going to lose this race again. So I went to a 75 pill, in 75 on top of my boost, the setup I was running, that wouldn't hurt anything. The problem was I didn't go pull extra timing. Or at least that's what we think the problem was. So that's why I'm bringing you over to show you what happened. Well, moral story is, I outran him that race, but it cost me. Because when I drove the truck back to the pits, it was bellowing smoke. And this is the result. As you can tell, this piston did not like that. Now, once we got looking at it, because that's the only piston that got hurt. The rest of them are absolutely spotless. I don't know if there's enough light, but the rest of them are good. Nothing wrong with them. But we noticed also, if you can look, that rod's bent. So we don't know if it bent the rod first, then that cylinder got unhappy, caused a meltdown, maybe piles, because puddled some fuel up in here, started melting. We don't know. I should have pulled more timing. I didn't. It was my fault. You can really see the bent rod right there. And there's 2 other bent rods in this motor. But that was my fault, my goof. But so that's the 5.3 I pulled out. This is not the 5.3 that went back in. This is actually a 6.0. Got a hold from a buddy of mine. He had a lifter tap. He's like, man, this truck's got 300,000 miles. Y'all really want to put lifters in it? I'm just going to buy a long block 6.0. I was like, great, I'll buy the core off you. So bought his 6.0, brought it to the machine shop. We put some Cali rods in it, H-beams. Really good rods. I'm not going to hurt those. And it's got some really good forged pistons that have an extra, we had to use a different length of rod because the top of the piston's taller to, give you more ring land, a good, stronger piston. So the bottom's pretty freaking stout now. The heads are some 317s because they had the 706s or whatever they are. And that was just going to be too much compression in my opinion. So we went to the 317s. They got a bigger combustion chamber. They flow just a hair bit better, but man, it's such a small amount. I hate to even say they flow better. It's just the bigger combustion chamber, lower compression is what I need. So hopefully, even though them pistons are like flat tops, the factories are dish. So I'm still a little worried about that, but we'll just have to watch it, give it plenty of extra fuel if we have to, instead of running 11.5, we'll run 11.0 fuel, air fuel ratio, whatever it takes to keep it cool, keep from detonating. So, that's step in forward. I'm slowly in the process of putting it back together. I'm not going to be running a rear mount turbo anymore. I'm actually, if you notice, the air box or the AC box is all gone. The turbo's actually going to go right here. I don't know if I'm going to have it sideways where the air filter will be over here. I'll have to get up in there, kind of mock it up, see what I like the most, because I don't know if I'm still trying to run the battery up front or just relocate to the rear of the truck or how I'm going to do that. I'll just have to get turbo in there, kind of eyeball it, see what I think, and go from there. But I am going to run intercooler. This is an Amazon special. I dug and looked and looked and looked through every freaking intercooler I could find on Amazon because, on budget. This is cheap. This one was like, I want to say it was like $140. It's 3-inch inlet. I kept seeing on all the budget intercoolers, they were 3-inch inlets, but the core was 2.5. And, I was thinking in my head, 2.5 is going to restrict the flow. I mean, it probably honestly wouldn't because, yeah, it's 2.5 narrow here, but then you got this whole section. So it probably, at my power I plan on making, probably would have affected nothing. But I kept looking, and this one's actually 3-inch inlets, 4-inch core, big thick core. So this one should flow good. Just if you're gonna buy a budget-friendly intercooler, man, do like I did. Just do the research, dig, and I happened to find this 4-inch core, 3-inch inlets. So that's gonna work good. I'm gonna try to get it down. I'm gonna have to move these coolers, the trans cooler and the power steering cooler. I'm gonna probably relocate them, maybe under the headlights over here in the corners. That way I have plenty of room for that intercooler to sit right here, and still get some good airflow. So that is the update on the Ford. I ain't gonna lie, I'm pumped because I know these 6.0s make torque, and that's what this truck needed. And the torque this thing's going to make with the turbo being mounted up here, not way back by the rear axle, man, it should have practically instant spool. So I'm pumped. I'm ready. But, I'm going to keep you updated. When I actually get the turbo up here and kind of figure out where I'm going to do it, I'll do an update video of, where I'm going to locate it. Just in case one of you guys, our gals, is building a truck like this and you want some ideas, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get up here. Once I find a spot I kind of like, I'll do an update video. Y'all can tell me what y'all think. But, man, as always, I appreciate y'all watching. Give me a thumbs up. Hit me some comments. Tell me y'all's ideas. They might be better than mine. I always listen. So, until next time, have a good day.